Southern Uganda is currently hotter than the rest of Uganda, and it receives less rainfall than the rest of the country. Therefore, crops such as tomatoes, matooke rarely grow in the region. However, an innovative farmer has found a way of introducing these crops in the area. Lutaale, aged 42, is growing bananas locally known as matooke. This food crop yields well in most central districts of Uganda, but a look at Lutaale's farm shows that she is ready to beat all odds to grow these crops in Arua district.
This farm has been here for 2 years now. We actually brought these tissue matookes from Buroba, and we planted them here last year in July after attending the Nambole exhibition. We got ideas from there because we had a challenge actually. We used to get suckers from within, but they were all infected. We would bring like 200, they all die. So when we went there, we got that idea that we can plant the infected-free suckers. So we planted this plantation last year, and this year in August we started harvesting.
In Aruba village, Aruba parish, Vura sub-county in Arua district is where Lutaale makes the magic on her farm. This is her secret behind growing matooke, a crop that only thrives in areas that receive rainfall throughout the year.
For this plantation of matooke, we have dug these trenches as you've seen. They help to trap water, especially when there is a lot of rain. The water comes, remains here, and it gets distributed in the plantation. Then we also have a dam down there, which we dug. It takes about 10,000 liters of water. So we normally, when there is rain, we are in a slope. The water from the hill comes to the dam, then we pump it to the drum. Then we water the matooke during dry season.
After a fast harvest last year, Arua town has proven to be a reliable market for Lutaale's matooke. A determined farmer is not only challenging Arua soils with bananas, she set up a greenhouse for tomatoes, yet another crop that yields in very conducive environment. According to Lutaale, 5 liters of water are used daily in the greenhouse to irrigate the tomatoes. Her Nemoneta variety of tomatoes, which she buys the seedlings from Israel, can last for 1 month after ripening in the greenhouse. But lucky enough, the market is available in Duruba in DR Congo, which is not very far from Arua, and the buyers come all the way from there to buy the tomatoes from her home in Enzomva village, Aruba parish. She sends 4 boxes of tomatoes, each containing about 150 tomatoes, costing between 300,000 shillings and 500,000 shillings per box of tomatoes. Apart from her earnings from the greenhouse, Farida has 2 hectares of cabbages, which are from the Gloria variety, having about 20,000 plants. She sells each cabbage at 1,000 shillings. On average, she earns about 18 million shillings from the cabbages and an average of 1.5 million shillings weekly from the greenhouse of tomatoes. Some buyers follow up to her home to buy some of her products. Like any business person, the major aim is making profits. However, these come with challenges.
Green tomatoes are sold different from the open field tomatoes, but here they see them as the same tomatoes altogether. That is another problem. Then also the extension workers, like very few people here have clear knowledge about this greenhouse and the farming. So like if we get challenges, many times we have to send for a consultant from Kampala. Yeah, also we tried grafting. It was really very tough for us. It gave us a bit of a challenge, but we are still learning. Okay. Yeah.
Amid these challenges, this output leaves Lutaale with no regrets of leaving her job with DED, a German development agency, an organization that was working with the refugee camp. As a young graduate, she left the well-paying job to join farming with only 50 million shillings as startup capital to set up a greenhouse. She brought construction materials in Kampala, paid a Kenyan consultant to take up the construction, bought motorized water pumps to big water tanks and other equipment worth millions of shillings. Slowly by slowly, the farm expanded. She now employs 3 people and not more than 8 casual laborers. As an enthusiastic young lady, Farida Lutaale brought 2 exotic Frisian cows, which have since increased to 4 after multiplication. She says she wants to venture in dairy farming too, as a supplement to her greenhouse business. To bolster her dream of dairy farming, Lutaale has since acquired a big piece of land on rent, which she uses to grow maize, so as to provide maize bran to feed the Frisian cows.